Hello, book friends, and welcome back to All the Things Sort of Truth, the alcohol-fueled, chapter-by-chapter reread of the Sort of Truth series with a... Sorry. I almost got through it without smiling. With a barbed phallus full of craft brew on the side. I immediately regret saying that.
Right where you want it.
Well, I'm Nate.
And I'm Jade.
And we're going to be getting into Chapter 20 of Stone of Tears.
Yeah, we are.
But hopefully not with that thing that I had just mentioned a second ago. Because that is 10 kinds of awful. Oh, just... I learned some stuff this week, guys, and I kind of wish I hadn't. We will get into that later.
Are we opening the episode with that? Or?
No, that's not a very good opener. I knew this was coming. I looked at this 5 seconds before we hit record. Actually, more like 15 minutes, but I was like, no, we'll be cool. I can say that.
You have veins popping out of your head a little bit.
It at the very last second, it made me laugh, and I just couldn't help it. Well, oh well. Well, we are glad you guys are here. We are live for, this is what, our third episode in a row?
Yes.
I think so. And
totally planned.
Yeah, yes. Totally surprise planned.
This was thought of ahead of time. Well in advance. And I don't know why nobody got the notices. I put them in the mail.
In the mail. Yeah, okay. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I'm starting to get used to just going live at 6. And it was 6 on the button, if I may add. No, today we actually had permission to be late. Somebody said that they had some errands to run, and that if we were late, it would have been okay with them. We're still on time because we said 6, so we made it.
I feel like it's super terrible how happy we are when we're on time.
We're just
really,
like, yeah.
It's really terrible.
We made it at all. Other people are 10 minutes early to everything.
Yeah.
We're like, 6:02. Not that bad. Well, you know, it's us.
We're here.
We are here, and we're glad to be with all of you guys. Hello to Sarah. Hello to Kaylin. I see you guys in the chat.
Kaylin, I believe, is Mariama.
Yes.
So.
Well, we got a message from somebody being like, Kaylin, what? And I just had to explain it's a username, but that's what it comes up as. It's just easier for me to be like, oh, Kaylin.
I think it's nice for everybody. We all feel like we're joined by her.
They're here, guys. Richard found a way to listen to the podcast in his world, and it's awesome.
Oh, whoops, we exposed her.
And they're big fans. Not going to brag, but they listen. So.
But neither of them is in this chapter, so.
Yeah, no, we kind of get away from them. Well, Richard's already away from Kaylin.
Yeah,
he's
true.
with Verna, but we've been with Richard and Verna, I almost said Kaylin again, for the last few chapters. And now we're completely out of our element. There are a couple of characters that we've met before.
Yeah.
Nobody we know very well, though.
We're all having a beer together.
Yes, absolutely. She says, I'm a special guest, guys. Me and Richard are having a beer right now. Well, hey, you know what? Cheers, guys. Yeah.
We're using glassware.
Because we're fancy. Because there's a T in fancy. Anyways.
I can't with you right now. Okay, so chapter opens, like we said. We're with Sister Marge. Actually, it's Margaret, but we're calling her Marge. I don't know if anyone remembers that.
We're also fans of The Simpsons here, so it had to be Marge.
Yeah, it all just falls in line. And she's following the group of the sisters out to the Hagen Woods, which is basically the Forbidden Forest.
Yeah, oh yeah. Dark, scary woods, place you're not supposed to go. Every palace and castle has one. I'm pretty sure.
It's like a requirement.
Yeah.
You don't kick.
I just kicked a drumstick. My bad.
And then she gets freaked out when Jedediah like pops up on her.
Yeah, she finds him sneaking around in the woods. He's following her because she's going off into the woods. And again, reiterating the fact that big, scary, dark woods, you're not supposed to be going in there by yourself. So once I figured out that's where you were headed, I followed you.
Right. And this is the guy that Nathan was like, hey, you got a lover. And she was like, oh, you're not supposed to know that.
Called you out.
And these woods are meant to be like wild and crazy to keep people out. And also they're a training ground for a specific kind of wizard, which was a weird side note, but it was there.
Yeah. It's okay. Jared, hello, man. And Samantha. He says, I'm just dropping in to say hello. I can't stay and listen. I have to make the world safe for democracy. I am very curious as to what you're doing, sir, but thank you for doing it. Oh, and the notes got super tiny. That'll be fun.
I'm fixing it.
We'll make that a Patreon episode. We're like, Jade and Nate, put down the glasses and read in regular type font. And then
Nate needs to get his reading glasses.
Richard did a thing, and I don't know. I can't see that.
Marge and Jed talk about their suspicions. Well, Marge's suspicions about the other sisters, and who may be Sisters of the Dark, and all the deaths that have been happening at the palace lately, because, you know, that's weird.
Yeah.
More than normal.
I was going to say, well, there's some weird stuff going on here. Strips of skin and prophet prisoner come to mind. But, yeah, other than that, totally normal.
Yeah, this is a great place to live.
Mm-hmm, super.
And Jed tries to convince her to go back because, you know, you would.
Yeah, well, yeah. Okay, the woods, scary enough. I followed you into the woods already. So I'm already, like, I'm with you. But then she goes on to say that she believes there's these Sisters of the Dark, and so we're going to catch them.
The way you said, we're going to catch them.
We're going to catch them. Well, it kind of...
We're going to Scooby-Doo this shit.
Honestly, it kind of reminded me of Batman a little bit, because... She goes through what she suspects is going on, and we'll get more into that in just a minute. But the accountant guy in the Dark Knight, when they finally catch him up, and who is it? Mr. Fox tells him, "So you think your billionaire boss is this vigilante who runs around and beats the crap out of criminals in the middle of the night with his bare hands, and then you are gonna try and get one over on him?" Yeah, okay, sure. These people are already scared enough of the Sisters of the Dark. And it's just, she was going by herself.
Yeah. Well, she was just going to get proof, Nate.
You can get proof without,
See, if she had a cell phone, I feel like this would be a good plan, but she doesn't.
Well, exactly. Exactly. Even if you see them do something and then run back and say, hey, I saw them do something, that's not proof. In a perfect world, it would be if everybody told the truth, but they don't.
Yeah, actually, she's not actually trying to get proof at this point. She's just seeing what they're doing.
I mean, she could get more faces and more names and more information, and that could be very, very valuable. But as far as something that she could turn around and give to the prelate, she's not getting it here. So what she's doing is very...
Stupid.
I was going to say ballsy, but yeah, stupid.
I guess it depends on which side you're on.
Well, really, both.
Yeah.
It is both ballsy and stupid.
Yeah. So it's not a surprise that Jed's like, what?
Yeah. No, you're not. No, we're not doing that. Let's get the fuck out of here now.
let's go back to the safe place because I like it in the safe place.
Let's talk about how stupid this was in the comfort of the safe place.
We can watch the door. Just see when they come back. It'll be fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Besides, Pasha had like a great view of the door where she was airing out her tits a couple nights ago, so there's definitely a window somewhere.
Hey, let's go swing by the east wall of the palace. Why? Oh, no reason. No reason. Just some stuff that I was going to check out. You know, a lot of stuff
And
the grounds of the palace here needs checking on. Yeah, okay.
So Marge has talked to the prelate about what Nathan said about a pebble in the pond.
Which she was not supposed to do.
I think Nathan told her if you're going to trust somebody, like she's the only person.
Well, I mean, still, the conversation that they had to me seemed very much like this never happened. So just don't tell anybody what I'm telling you right now, you know?
Yeah, but you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, because I totally forgot, he wanted the prelate in the first place.
Oh, so then she goes there afterwards, and she's like, no, fuck off. I know Nathan sent you, so just get out of here.
Yeah. Basically.
Which she essentially does.
Yeah. And then she goes back to... Okay, hold on.
To Nathan.
Yeah, she goes back to Nathan, and
Yeah.
Nathan's like, I never said that. I don't know what you're talking about.
Which I literally told you this never happened. What did you expect that to mean when a wizard says it?
It's like everybody's pulling a prank on her in the whole palace.
Oh, gosh.
It's just an episode of Punk'd. Ashton Kutcher is going to jump out of the bushes.
All right, guys, where's the camera? Come on now.
But it's not.
It's not.
She's been trying to get her hands on the Quillian because she figured out what it was. That's the weird thing that Nathan was like, hey, you're going to have a question, and you're going to need an answer. And I'm going to have the answer, but I don't have the answer now because I don't know what the question is. This is what that was. She saw the Quillian, and she had to go back to him and be like, what the fuck is this thing?
Yeah, and it skips right over this in the book. We never see this actually take place.
Right. I was a little bit stopped up when I was listening to this because I was like, wait, what? Because it doesn't explicitly say that we didn't see it. She explains that she knows it because of that.
Yeah, and it was kind of the perfect storm because I remember thinking to myself, wait, is this the chapter we're supposed to be on? Did I miss something? And I'm looking back at literally a list of all the podcasts you and I made. And I was like, no, we're where we're supposed to be. When the hell did that take place? And, well, you're exactly right. It just skips right over it.
Right.
You're just supposed to know.
Yeah. And you're just supposed to hope that there was nothing else important in that conversation that you missed.
I mean, really, it would have fallen right in the middle of Richard being pulled away from Kaelin and the Mud People and being stuck with Verna and then beginning that travel. And that was like, I mean, I think we can all admit that is the focus of the story.
Well, yeah, anytime that we're away from Richard and Kaelin, I'm like, come on. This is cool. This is fine. I'm cool. We're fine. But also, can we move it along?
I mean, I feel like there's definitely details here that we need, but no, absolutely. It's like, yeah, but what's Richard doing?
Right.
He's the guy. Like, he's the seeker.
The dude.
The TV show is literally named after him, and the book is named after his sword. He's probably important. Spoiler alert, guys.
Okay. So the reason she brought the Quillian up to Nathan is that she saw it in Lady Sod's office. Refresher, Lady Sod is the lady that we don't know her name.
Yeah, Lady Sister of Dark.
Yeah.
That threw me off when we were looking at the notes before.